So let's talk about BOGO. This will actually be my first time really doing BOGO. I kind of missed the boat last time. So I guess we get it like once a quarter. And we're thinking that we might get it this month at the end of the month, maybe the end of August. So we just want to be prepared because this is such an awesome way to bring people in and build volume and get yourself to elite. I mean, that would be a really great goal to go towards, because you actually make even more than just your oils back at elite. And that's like what the foundation of this entire structure is built on elite. Do you guys know that?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, so the way the ranks work, you actually, all you really need to know is how to get someone to elite. Like once you understand how to get to elite, and understand, I just mean do the things to make it happen. Understand, you know what I mean? You do stuff, and then elite is just $3,000 in volume. So elite is where you don't have to have builders underneath you, and it's the last point that you don't have to have builders underneath you. So when you get to elite, you have $3,000 volume underneath you. Now that could be from other builders and other people, but it could be from you as well. The next is premier, and you have to have 2 legs with $2,000 volume underneath, and you need to have a total of 5,000. And then from there you get to silver with another leg coming in at elite. So to get you to elite, you just need to build out volume, really. And then once you get to elite, you know how to do that, and you teach, then you attract builders. Then the people under you who are builders, you teach them how to get to elite, and they'll get you to silver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because here you are, here I am. When Delaney's elite and you're elite, oh, sorry, Heavenly. And when Heavenly is elite, then I'm silver. So that will be really awesome, right?
Wow. Yes.
And
Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Hey, babe. Once you know how to do that, this is the thing, is that the entire everything is built on this, because then once you know how to help people get to elite, then you teach them how to help people, and they get 3 people to go to elite, then they become silver, then you become platinum. And build one more leg like that with a silver, with 3 elites, with 3 people with 3,000 volume, then you become diamond. So you can get all the way to diamond, which is my personal freedom rank. Let's talk about freedom ranks too. Like, I think it's really good to set that intention. I know that people like to be really sequential. You know, you're like, well, yeah, but premier is next, or yeah, but elite first. But at the same time, I think it's really powerful to hold that vision of where you really want to go. Of course, you have to get there by climbing the ladder, right? But anyway, so diamond is my personal freedom rank, meaning it would be financial freedom, which we all know means you have a passive income more than what your life costs, right? That's actual financial freedom. So in that, you can get all the way to that place, which would be an amazing place. There's obviously still farther to go. You can get to blue diamond and presidential diamond. But how great would it feel to be making $16,000, $18,000 a month doing doTERRA?
Freaking awesome.
So good. Feels so good. And all we really need to know how to do, of course, there's other things. This is like very, very bare bones, but is build to elite. You build to elite, teach people how to build to elite. They teach people how to build to elite. Do that in 4 legs. You're a diamond. Right? So it's cool to think about it that way. And in that, so Heavenly, can you hear now? I think you can. Mine is diamond, she said. I mean, I think for most people it would be, but honestly, some people it might be platinum. You know, 8,000 a month. I mean, it could be. You could pay for your life depending on how many people you're supporting and what type of, you know, commitments you have. So really think about that. What is your freedom rank? So good. And then understanding the reason I'm talking about elite is because the BOGO in particular is an opportunity to build volume. So I think it's really easy in doTERRA or in any network marketing really to think like, oh, I have to attract a bunch of leaders. And that can almost be a block against taking action at all. And you're like, oh, but I don't even know how I'm really going to do this. But when you start to understand that you really just, your first initial goal really is to get to elite, and that will, I think Elise is messaging. If somebody, Heavenly, can you check and see what Elise is saying in the Facebook message? So that will, I mean, that's about $500 a month, 400, 3 to 500 depending. So that would be a game changer too, probably, right? And really motivate you to go, oh, wow, now all I need to do is encourage 2 people or ask 2 people who are customers to become an advocate and put their volume, your volume under them. You can get to premier like that.
Oh, I've got somebody I can ask too.
Right? So we really, like I said, it's easy to think like, oh, this is about rank advancing, this is about structure, this is about attracting builders. And the reality is the whole business is about sharing the oils, and volume is what's going to equal success. And I mean, I'm sort of preaching to myself right now too, because I think I saw it that way where I was like, no, I just need to get builders, because builders, you do need builders, but this business is made up of at least 80% customers. And in reality, we're all customers. You know what I'm saying? So customers are super, super valuable. I have a structure right now with enough leaders to build to diamond. I have 4 legs. They are not at the place where it would qualify me for even silver yet, but it's all there, right? But there's volume missing underneath it. So I think it's just important to keep your eye on both of the things and not get caught up in like, oh, but all I'm getting is customers, because 1 in 10 customers decide to build. So every 10 people you introduce to doTERRA, you are having a really, really great probability that you're going to attract a builder. Way more probability than if you weren't enrolling customers, right? And then that's only 30 people that ideally 3 of those people would become builders, and that will get you all the way to platinum, right? So we just need to think about it in this way, that it's not as hard as you think. It does take diligence and it takes patience, but also that perpetually putting yourself out there and doing the things that make you uncomfortable, and really just having whatever goal your goal is, but having a goal to reach however many people, right? So, excuse me, I have a head cold, you guys. I was telling Andrea before you got on. I have to like stop and breathe. I'm all congested. Yeah. So does anyone have any questions about that stuff? That's just sort of like why to pay attention to BOGO week and what intention to go forward with,
Okay.
Anybody?
No, I think you answered my question on Voxer the other day. Like, should we create our own BOGO information group, or can I do it on my Facebook group I already have?
Yeah.
And you answered like, just do it on the group I already have going. Yeah.
So I watched Kristen Helling's training about this the other day, because she rocks BOGO apparently. And she said she was a little confusing because she said to make a page, but I think she was talking about a group, and to have a group specifically for that week. I do see the value in that, but I also think just having a group where you're going to be doing the education every day. So you're going to find out what the BOGO is for the day, and you're going to hop on ideally as early in the day as possible, so people have the whole day to get their BOGO, right? Mm-hmm. And you're just gonna do a quick 5-minute education. So this is the live video aspect of this, where you're going to prioritize just telling people, because the more you can tell people how awesome and what it's for, the more likely they're going to do it. So I know there was one last time that it was like 2 oils I haven't really used, and I was like, I don't care about that. And now I'm like, damn it, I wish I would have known. So just giving those tips on what it's good for, how it can help them, and what an insane deal. And stock up, you know?
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. Stock up and save. Do you think it's okay to go live from your business page and then like just leave it instead of creating another group?
Well, a page and a group are different, so no. So your business page gets no organic traction, hardly.
Right. What I was thinking is sharing it from my business page to my personal page and then just going that way.
So what you want to do is you want to pull people from your personal page into a group. So you want to say,
okay,
it's BOGO week. You're missing out. I have a private group right now where I'm revealing what the BOGO is for the day, giving you education on it, and you will have first access. Want to join the group? You could do that via a live video or via a post, and I would definitely suggest doing that throughout the week. So if the BOGO week starts on Monday, I don't think we find out until it just happens, right?
Yeah, I think last time it just kind of happened because last time I did videos every day. Like, I don't know if I had my group set up, but I think I did it through my personal page, and I took advantage of every single one. But that's like a good point too, Jaya. Like Kristen talked about incentivizing people and like giving them, doing daily giveaways and prizes. So, I mean, one of them is like you could incentivize people to hop over to your group from your personal page, and like, one of the people that join my group that hasn't yet gets put into a pool for a giveaway.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you totally could do that. I'm promoting Elise. You could get super creative with all that. I'm like kind of the worst at all that stuff, so I don't know what I will do. I hate giving prizes and I hate picking people.
Yeah.
I just have like a personal problem with it, but it is a good idea. I guess I'm just like, you know what? You're getting half off the oils. Like, if you're not a big enough girl to fucking do this, like, you just like, I don't need an incentive. I mean, that's my problem, is that I have all these things that are like idioms about myself that I then apply to other people. And I don't think I'm really like other people in a lot of ways. And so anyway, great idea, lady. You guys got the unfiltered Jaya today because I don't feel good. So I'm just going to let it out.
I like to do all that stuff. It's like fun for me.
Yeah,
so.
You're good at it.
Yeah, I don't like doing giveaways either, really.
Yeah. But it's hard to like do it in a non-salesy, cheesy way. You know? Try to figure out how to do it just like in a genuine way.
Yeah. Well, I think if you're genuine, then it's genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be fun to like make your own like little roller balls to give away, and
yeah, totally.
Yeah, I do like the dryer balls too.
Oh yeah,
that would be a good. Yeah,
that is really cool. Hey, Lisa. Just brainstorming some BOGO ideas. So,
hey guys, sorry I'm late. Australian internet at its absolute finest.
No worries. We just talked about taking advantage of the opportunity to build volume with BOGO and getting yourself to elite, and then teaching other people. Oh yeah, would BOGO still apply in Australia?
I think we established last week that I've just missed it. I think it rolled out on like the 27th of June, which is really frustrating. But I will know for next time, which is good.
Yeah, I think it comes out 4 times a year, so it won't be that long. It'll come out.
I just have to pay more attention to those notifications that I get, because sometimes I bulk delete emails, which is not smart.
Yes, and your upline, Miss Heavenly, I think did that too. But it does take time in doTERRA to get all the pieces moving. And the last BOGO was 4 months ago. I didn't even participate in it at all. And I had, like, Delaney is under me and she participated in it. And and Andrea too. And so like, I just wasn't ready. So it's okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you launched your website. You have a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. So it's okay. I think once you do take advantage of it, you probably won't let it slip through the cracks again. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, and I think that's my problem at the moment, is it's just trying to gain that traction, you know, and to be on the lookout for promotions like BOGO that will just push that and like really obviously help that with traction and incentivize
if you have an American audience, there's no reason you can't do this.
That's actually really true. Why didn't I think of that?
I don't know. Yeah.
Wow.
So, all right. So we're on track.
Okay. Please continue like I'm an American.
Yeah. So you're just gonna do everything we're saying. So the idea.
Yeah, sounds good.
You know,
she probably would have to get all the. She probably would have to get all the daily information from Heavenly or somebody over, because she's probably not going to get all the, product information through doTERRA's website since it's Australia.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but you can get it from us.
Yeah.
That ain't no thing. It's just a PDF. It's just an image, and you're like, that's what it is. It's not, you don't have to.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And worst case scenario, if I attract some, friends or family members, then I can just offer them, like some of the monthly, the monthly bonuses the product of the month, some of them being doubles for me. And I've sort of got a bit of a double up that I sort of use for extra gifts if I attract an Australian, I can give them the choice of that. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. So I think it's just thinking about it. The reason I led with getting to Elite and how powerful Elite is in the entire business model is so that you have that why. So that you're like, yeah, I'm busy and it's kind of annoying to create a group and it's kind of annoying to do BOGO, but volume is important and it's very important, and doTERRA gives us, these are gifts for us. And most of the leaders who I listen to, maybe on their podcasts or whatever, they talk about the time when they rank advanced to whatever. And it's always in correlation to something doTERRA did. They're like, oh yeah, November when doTERRA had this special, because right? Because that's when we get to make the business not about us, and we just like, doTERRA's doing this. I don't know. You should do it too. And this is the beauty of not being a sole proprietor and not being, that isolated entrepreneur where you're selling your own services, and so much resistance can come up around that. And you get to just put that to the side and be like, yes, buy one, get one free. Like, you should totally do that. Right? And that's why doTERRA does this, because it is a great way to get out of your own way and not feel that pressure of like, now I need to book a class and I need to have a one-on-one and I need to have this huge conversation around the oils. My strategy will be, and I suggest for all of you, 100% have somebody enroll with the $35 fee. Do not let them buy one BOGO without enrolling, because that is ridiculous, first of all. But enroll right now. Like, I would be like, that's when I would give someone an incentive. I personally don't want to give someone an incentive to come into my group and get a fucking discount. Okay. That's just like, I already give so much for free that's just annoying to me, but I will give them an incentive to pay the $35. And maybe that maybe you do stock up. You guys can buy the class in a kit and get the 5 milliliter wild oranges for $2.50 a piece. You can get the 10 of them for $25. What if you did that? And everybody who enrolls by a certain time of that day, so that they can take advantage of the BOGOs for the week, gets a wild orange.
It's a good idea.
$2.50.
Can I ask how you?
But I'll come back and watch the rest.
Oh, you have to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't realize that, but I'll come back and watch the rest.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye.
I was just going to ask you how it looks like for you, Jaya, because now my website's done. I'm trying to work out how I mold these together in my brand. And I already know on paper how I want to do it. But now that I'm getting back into Instagram and sort of working through it, I just notice you know, like I've started following, you know, like the Aussie doTERRA girls so I can keep up on Australian things as well. Alice Nichols, Jessie Reimers. I like what they're doing, but they do it every damn day, like 3 times a day. Whereas I guess for me, it's like once a day. So I'm just wondering how it looks like for you in your coaching business. Like, is it a better idea to start up a new Instagram, you know, solely for the oil side of things? Where are you at with this kind of thing?
Yeah. I feel like this is probably a good question for Heavenly too, since she's in coaching too. So my has been really all about like what's gonna make the biggest impact. And I know what my gifts are. I know what I bring to the table. And and doTERRA checks those boxes for me. So I've sort of just opened my mind and my heart and my soul to the idea of how am I showing up with and creating the most positive impact, change, service I can give to the world. And so I just keep that sort of rolling through. And about maybe 3 months ago, I sort of let go of the idea that that was coaching. Now I'm still coaching, but it took all this pressure off me to feel like, oh, I have to get my coaching stuff out in order to keep my coaching business going. And in all honesty, I have attracted just as many people to my coaching business. And all I did was shift that. So like, do you know what I mean? I think that content and how you put yourself out is not what you always think it is, and that people don't take it the way you do. Another example is so Brooke is leaving the team and I'm working on replacing her, right? So I created an ad. Did you guys see that ad where I was like, I have an opportunity for somebody. You already have Delaney as under Brooke. So I'm replacing somebody above Delaney. They are 1/3 of the way to their first power of 3 and 1/6 of the way to their 250 power of 3 bonus. So I can advertise that, you know, and so I've been on calls with a lot of people this week. A lot of people want the position or want to learn it, figure out if they want it. Now, I talked to a lady today, and I'm going to come full circle with this. And I've never spoken to her. I've never even like, you know, I know a lot of the people who follow my content because they comment and stuff, but I don't know that I've seen her. She told me that she's been following me for a year, and she was like, I just love how you show up with doTERRA and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, I hardly put anything out about doTERRA.
Yeah.
So it does not take doing things 5 million times a day. Now those women, you know, Alice Nichols, she is a presidential diamond, and she does doTERRA 100%.
And they're all doTERRA. Yeah.
I do think it can be done differently, but I also have, Heavenly says I combine them because they all represent who I am. So I will tell
which is where I'm at, but it makes me feel like I'm only doing, you know, like, you know,
half the amount.
Not even exactly. Yeah.
So I think there's going to be a phase, and I know Heavenly and I have both talked about this because we have both basically fessed up to the fact that we want to be all doTERRA at some point, and that our coaching businesses, I mean, I'm sure we'll both end up being creative and still putting out programs here and there, but you notice so does Alice Nichols, because she does nutrition. She puts out nutrition programs. It just doesn't seem weird or different. Yeah. But it's all about a funnel, and every business has this, whether or not it's an email funnel, like a serious, you sign up and you get taken through an email series, or like an overall funnel for your business. So when you have a coaching business, you can still coach, but I personally have found, and I feel like there's a lot of power in deciding, and it's hard. It's hard to do. But I've realized that, hi baby, cutie pumpkin. She's in my window. Wait. Oh, you see her little face? Right there. Hi, Baba. Okay, so got all the babies. I created the magnetic mindset makeover, and that for me is the fusion of all things I do. So that it has like, it's not just this is how you use an oil, right? This is how you use an oil to create positive energy, to get more in flow, to use the law of attraction, all these things. And
which makes sense. Right? It actually makes sense. Yeah. Something I voiced to Heaven quite a bit actually is that I see myself being less private coaching and more courses. That's like really the vision I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just, marrying all that together.
And it's putting something at the forefront, and it's scary. So like I just decided this weekend, I was like, here's my new thing. I'm not leading with I'm a coach, even though it sounds crazy not to, because coaching makes me way more money than doTERRA right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? And so why would I not lead with coaching if that's what makes me more money? But then am I really giving doTERRA what it needs to grow if all I'm doing is leading with coaching? And so what I proclaimed to my husband was, I'm letting go of that, and I know that people will still come to me for coaching, even if all they see is me talking about mindset and doTERRA and even green cleaning and all the ways that you can incorporate doTERRA in your life, because then if I'm doing it properly, they'll become my customers, or they'll become an advocate. They'll be on these calls. They will want to hire me for coaching if they want to learn how to build a personal brand or get past their own self-sabotage. And right, like maybe you want to hire me as a coach. I don't know. I kind of think you might.
Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge.
I mean, no, not at all. But like, think about it. Think about it that way, right?
Yeah.
So think about what a platform. The thing about doTERRA is that it is, when you build, in order to be successful in doTERRA, you need a lot of people. Now that can feel like that's the hard part, but it's actually way easier to get a lot of people to spend $150 than it is to get one person to spend $10,000. Or even though in our mind we're like, yeah, but I just need that one person. But what if it's not? What if it's equal? What if attracting one person is, for your coaching business, is actually like attracting 50 people for doTERRA? Yeah. And then that's 50 people that you're influencing, impacting, and have the potential to then upsell into something else you do. Know what I'm saying? There's a lot more trust involved in this. But I can tell you that I made this decision this last weekend. I remember I was in the hot tub. It was last week at the night of the full moon. My husband and I were in the hot tub, and I was like, this is it. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to be all the magnetic mindset makeover at the end of my post, the beginning and end of my live videos, when I get interviewed on podcasts. I have this free program. Come in and do it. You'll learn how to use essential oils and do rituals and guided meditations. And I guarantee, I just know that it will build into everything else that I have a vision for, which is retreats and coaching and live events and all these things, because I'll have a huge fucking audience. See, you're right.
And business still bleeds into it. If you come into it from a business sort of point of view, or for me with branding, like it's still online branding. So like it all kind of makes sense, doesn't it? It all makes sense.
But it does take that bravery. I mean, and again, like this might not really apply to Delaney if she's coming in this, like, I'm just doing doTERRA, and that's fine. You can just do doTERRA, but I also would urge anybody who's just doing doTERRA and building a platform, because doTERRA helps you. It is a platform. It's a platform. It's not just a product. It's a lifestyle. You become a lifestyle entrepreneur when you partner with doTERRA, and you would only really be smart to then go ahead and leverage that audience that you build.
Yeah.
And maybe you don't need to if you're making bank in doTERRA and you don't want to, but if you have a mission to serve in a different way than just doTERRA, you fully can. Right? Oh, you are? Okay. I love you. Okay, you look cute. Maybe you'll be upstairs when we get back. Maybe I will be. Hey, Jacqueline. Welcome. So you're just hopping on, and that's fine. We're just gonna keep moving. So yeah, I think that it's just a mindset shift, and you will figure it out, and you have to go in your own process, and you have to do what feels right to you. But I love it. And then I will be honest with you, I made that decision, and I'm booking 2 one-on-one clients in this week.
So there you go.
Right? Yeah, so it's all about building a platform anyway, right? And the way that you're going to build a platform and the tools, skills, and knowledge you're going to use to build your doTERRA platform is all going to be stuff that the people who you attract in are going to need to learn as well.
Yeah.
Right? So you can upsell into masterminds, and it's just that it is, like I said, the scarier approach. And most people will say, oh, you have something that's making you a ton of money right now. We'll lead with that. But how is that holding you back from doing that bigger vision thing? How is it holding you back? Energy, psychic energy, time-wise, emotionally, right?
I love that, because you're really funneling people into the course, and they have to buy products, don't they, to receive it for free? That's correct, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you're leading with that, that's where you're funneling people to, which means in turn they must buy the oils. I love that.
Well, and then you create something. Jacqueline, just to catch you up, Elise, you guys, this is Jacqueline. Jacqueline is a new builder on the team. I'm going to introduce you in the group and have everybody share with you what their favorite oil is right now, because that's always fun to do. So I'll do that this evening. And yes, I already was like thinking about the post I was going to do last night. So I'll do that later. But I know this might be kind of like over your head for now. So it's good to just sort of listen and see what you pick up, and we'll connect personally around the other pieces.
Awesome.
But Elise is a coach, and she teaches branding online, and she's asking, how do you lead? Like, what do you lead with? And specifically, because that's obviously relevant for me and Heavenly, who you just see this picture of her and her son. Heavenly is actually Elise's direct upline, and Heavenly is a coach as well. And so this is a conversation I feel like is going to be really valid for a lot of people. And I think it is a matter of just deciding how you want the future to be, and then taking the action now to create that, even if it's not what you thought. Even if you thought, oh, I have to put 5 Facebook posts and 3 Instagram posts a day to be a good coach online, that's probably not true. And probably what you've been telling yourself you needed to do to get to where you are is not at all what you need to do to get to where you want to be next.
Nah.
Right? So you're specifically in a phase where you can do something new and you can create it to be how you want it to be. So I am loving this idea of creating a course. So like, for example, Jacqueline, she helps people, well, she has been helping people who are post-cancer, right? In the phase of like figuring out how to live again and how to thrive again, right? How to thrive.
Amazing.
Yeah, totally amazing. And then she also is thinking, well, all these skills and tools can also apply to anybody. So she's kind of in this phase of figuring that out, who she really wants to serve. doTERRA is going to help you figure that out really a lot, I believe. But let's think about this for a minute. People, whether they are post-cancer or they're just burnt out AF and like not taking care of themselves, right? They have specific things that you can teach them. And so what if we all do this, right? And we think about, okay, what do I bring to the table? Where I'm like, I am strong at mindset. We all know this. I'm shifting my energy. I'm highly sensitive. So I know how to get back in alignment. And I also know how to get out of alignment really easily. But I use those oils every day, 5 times a day, to get me back into alignment so I can take the action that's actually in my highest good, and AKA like stop sabotaging myself, right? So that's like sort of the core of how I use oils, even though I use them for everything all the time. Now I want you to think about this for you. Like Delaney, you very much use your oils for your family. You have 3 kids under the age of 5. You are probably solving 500 issues a day for your kids. Now I also use oils for my kids, but I don't lead with that, because the core of why I started using oils and what I personally use them for has a lot of power in teaching that to other people. So if you think about this for each of you, and Heavenly with her money mindset and wealth consciousness, you could create a whole course, 10 days to, a positive money mindset. and each day they use a different oil. Or, I mean, you can make it however, whatever you want, but this is the thing. It solves a problem. They have to buy the oils, and it inherently teaches them how to use them. So they end up with a problem solved via the oils and empowerment around how to use them. Like, how much better does it get in terms of, isn't that what you want your customers? Since we established at the beginning of this call, what we need is volume, and what we really want is to help people. So marry those two things. How can you best help somebody feel empowered and know how to use the oils? And it certainly would be, one, creating a habit, right? Because that's probably the hardest part for most people, and why the oils sit on people's shelves. And it's because they have not made the commitment. They don't have the why, and they are not taking the action with their fucking straight up willpower, because let's be real, to create a habit, it does take that. It's not all just like, oh, it just happens, you know? Like, you gotta make the commitment and do it. And so how can you teach people that? And now you guys are all gonna have access to my program, and you are welcome to use that to give to people. Like, they can go to the sales page and they just enroll with your number, and then you give me their email address and I will drop them in the automations and they can go through it. So you can do that if you don't want to create your own course. This is launching next week, so there is still a lot of unknowns in terms of what type of retention this is going to create. But I just think it's going to help you with that clarity, Elise, even just the process of thinking, yeah, what do I really have to offer? Because it makes you like boil it down, right? Because I have a lot of shit I can help people with, right? You have a lot of shit you can help people with. You can help them with a lot of aspects to the larger problem you think they have. But what if you had to just narrow it down to what the oils and you can help them with? What would it be? What would you solve?
I'll have to work on that one.
What's that?
I'll have to work on that one.
I know. But isn't it a cool question? And isn't it?
I love it.
Isn't it asking you to play at a higher level?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love that.
And isn't that what this is all about, really? Yeah. Okay, did I answer your question?
You did. Thank you.
A half an hour later.
It was worth it.
I was like, I don't feel good. I'm not going to be good at this call.
No.
Heavenly, do you want to add anything to that? Let's see if she might be out of it, or not out of it, but not in it. What about you, Delaney?
Sorry, my baby just bit my toe. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I really like the daily habits that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And like incorporating that into every single BOGO. So hopefully, I mean, I've used a lot of the oils, so hopefully the BOGOs that are coming, I used, and so I can kind of like turn that into, all right, this is how I use them on a daily basis. And so not just like how to use them, but this is how I use them. And to, and to make that into a habit or set an intention in the beginning of the day on how to use them. And so yeah, I definitely think I like that. So I think I'm going to use that for sure.
Well, and I love that, because it's so easy to stay stuck or stagnant and not feel like you know how to move forward when you think, oh, I mean, the oils really can solve so many problems, but people want to know how you use it. For example, I was just watching this gal, Alicia Leadham. I'm actually not sure what rank she is in doTERRA, but she had that video on YouTube that inspired me to create this course I just created. She basically gave me this idea. She was giving it to everybody who watched the video. And I have a call with her tomorrow because it ends up we were Facebook friends. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. We're just connecting. But something else, she's really using the online space, and also her thing, which is like chakra clearing and spiritual living. And she's just married it all, and it's seamless. So I suggest following her would be helpful too. I can, let me know if you want me to write her, I can post her in the group. So one thing I saw her do is she does an unboxing of her monthly LRP, and she puts it, I don't know if it was live somewhere. It actually looked like it was like a recorded video for YouTube. It was edited with her little logo and everything on the video. And it really hit me because I get my own, like, this is boring. Is it boring? I don't know. It could be, right? But it wasn't. It wasn't boring because everybody loves an unboxing, right? Everybody wants to know what's in the box and what you use it for. And so her oils were oils that I do not have. She had ginger. I haven't had that. It was 3 other oils, and I don't remember what they were, but it was so cool because I realized what a cool teaching opportunity. And here's your way of just putting your own spin on it. This is what you order. It's your personal order. This is not an advertisement. So I'm going to start doing that on my personal page every month when I get my, I'm going to have it be like an event, come and watch my unboxing. And then I'm going to talk about, it does so much. It does so many things because you get to talk about what you got for free. So in essence, you get to plug the LRP orders, right? And how generous doTERRA is with giving, their free monthly oil. And then you also get to talk about every single thing and how it affects your life in a positive way without it being salesy or something. People will for sure reach out to you if you do that. Think about that. So I think that's a really cool thing. I'm going to get mine, I think, by tomorrow. So I'll do my first unboxing tomorrow. I'll try and post it in the group what time I'm going to go live, because it would be awesome if you guys would get on live and kind of do some cheerleading and we can talk about it together. And but we could do this all for each other, where we tell each other when we're going to go live for our unboxing, and then we build momentum around that and we make it seem so cool. You like it?
Love it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and then that will build some nice momentum. So Jacqueline, what we were talking about is that there is probably going to be a BOGO week at the end of this month. And a BOGO week is where for 5 days in a row, doTERRA offers a buy one, get one free. And you never know what it's going to be. It comes out, at whatever time in the morning, and you find out what you can purchase and get something else for free.
Oh,
and
nice.
So such a cool, for sure you should stock up. Everybody should.
Yeah.
I got, it was Digest Zen and Slim and Sassy, and I got the Slim and Sassy for free. And I was like, I've got 3 of them and they're all gone already, so that was 4 months ago. Apparently I go through those fast. But it's a really, really amazing way to get people in when you're just like, all you have to do is enroll, right? So we talked about how we want someone to enroll. We don't want them just to take advantage of the BOGO. We want them to enroll with a $35 one time, and then we can give them an incentive to do that and then get them moving. Gotta go, wanted to be on the entire call. No problem. I'll post it in the group because I did record this one. So we're wrapping up anyway. Okay, so let me recap. Cool stuff for BOGO week. Get the people to enroll. Get the people interested in the oils. Tell them what they're good for. And then the unboxing idea, I think, is going to be fun. I think it's the perfect kind of Facebook content that's lighthearted and fun, but such a cool way to plug how awesome the products are.
Yeah.
Right? And that's something that you can do, Jacqueline, without knowing everything about all the oils,
Right. Yeah.
So that'll be a fun thing to just take action on. And I promise you, that's the kind of thing that will stick out in people's minds. They will remember it and they'll message you, and when BOGO week comes around, you'll be way more likely to get people trusting and being interested. So Cool.
I love all that. I'm so glad I got my internet to work, because I've been a bit stuck with it all, and I love it. Everything you said today, I love.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay, so we focused on what you asked a lot. So what I want you to do, I know it wasn't really like a conversation, so I want to know how it sits with you. I think you'll probably need it to integrate a little bit, and that's totally cool. So I would love it if when it's integrated, will you hop into the group and do a live video and just give us an update and let us know how it settles, whether it's in a month from now or a day or whatever. Because yeah, it's a big process. Like nothing is just one thing, right? It's always, I don't know, I call it booty, mind, and spirit, but it's all like all the things we have to consider. And so it's a huge thing to shift from the way you've been doing things. And especially because we probably all have been making everything way harder than it has to be.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah. You know? And doTERRA doesn't have to be hard. You can make it hard. I mean,
you can make anything hard, can't you? You can make it hard, but literally everything you do in doTERRA is so fucking easy. Like it's not hard. It's just you have to get out of your own way. You have to be okay with knowing that you're an authority or that you have an answer, right? That you're a problem solver. I think I talked about it last week, how one of my previous coaches calls it not possibility. Oh my God, I forgot. Okay, it just was in my head earlier today. I'm gonna think about it and let you guys know. But it's basically like the idea that you're solving things for people. You know, you're really like opening up. You don't even know necessarily what you're opening up. So you have to get out of your own way and your own judgments around what it means to reach out to people and be, salesy and all the things that are just subjective. Yeah.
They just mean what you think they mean. So how do you want it to be? The people who are at the top in doTERRA get out of their own way. Like they are not concerned about what other people think. They are just serving, doing their mission. And that's it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So Jacqueline, do you have any questions?
No, I don't. Can you hear me? Because I think my audio is not working.
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, good. Okay. Because before it wasn't working. No, not so far. But it's right in line with kind of where I want to go. I've really been kind of centering on where my focus is going. Because I want to do everything for all people, and you know how that doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I know it's taken me a little bit since we've spoken, but this is really helpful, and I love how I know I came out of the tail end here, but just how you're integrating it into daily life and just your little posts that you do of, it's like you don't like throw up all over everybody. You know what I mean? It's just a quick little, here's something to help your day. Here's something, and I could really integrate this. My focus is the oils are just the symptoms that I see in the people I work with right now anyway, you know what I mean? And it's just ways to help them, ways to help them. It's what, with the lymphatic system and anxiety and, all that stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so helpful. And we're all in such a place of overwhelm in this period that like, what a huge blessing a lot of this is. So, I mean, for me, it's just like,
I just get like the word that keeps coming as you're talking is nourishing. Like
absolutely.
They need to be nourished.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and it's, yeah, it's exactly that. And you hit on the daily practice, because that's what I do with my group right now is you can read what you want online. You can whatever, quiet guys for a second. But it's having a vetted source, and it's just knowing how to apply it in your daily life. Like, how do I do this for me with kids and family and career and blah, blah, and how does, Susie Q do it with whatever she's got going on?
Yep.
And it's just being able to apply it. Like, how do I do this and fit it in my day? And it's
so right.
It's a 2-minute practice of that they have to do,
Yeah.
And that's what I think where the power is going to be for you. I know you're just did you get your kit? You should get it.
Not yet. It's on its way. It should be here, I think, Saturday. So
what day did you enroll?
It was on,
Wasn't it last
Friday, I want to say?
Oh shoot. Okay. Because I'm trying to figure out for my mindset makeover, someone has to purchase, and then there's going to be time in between. It's not like 21 days can start the day they purchased, right? And so I'm creating the automations to like start popping it in their inbox. I was only giving it 5 days, but this is way over 5 days.
Yeah, because I want to say I did it Friday, but then I checked like the tracking thing, and it said by Saturday for sure. It was scheduled to drop on the doorstep, or however.
So I have to give it 7 days.
Just to be safe, maybe.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have been able, like, you would have gotten your prompt today, and you wouldn't have your oils yet.
Yeah. So that would be tough. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. What kit did you enroll with?
It's just sorry, we have
okay.
photo bombing. Honey, let me talk for just a second, okay? It was just a basic family one, but because I wanted to research some of the oils, because I already have like the LRP thing stacked. Yeah. But I might get some things, just as a one-time quickie.
Well, you should get I'll post the 11 oils we're going to be using in the Mindset Makeover.
Good, okay.
We're going to have, you will have 5 of them come in the kit you bought. So you'll purchase 6 oils. It'd be probably less than $100. So you might want to try stuff out for next month. So that you actually get, and then you can do the Mindset Makeover too.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Good.
I'll post those 11 oils so everyone in the group can be like ready to go when it actually opens up.
Cool. Perfect. Good.
Okay.
But no, it's good. I'm excited. I'm like so shifted over to all in and screw what people think. I don't care. I'm sorry. But yeah, like it just makes sense.
You're amazing. Doesn't she have a powerhouse vibe, Elisa?
Oh, hell yeah. I was going to say too, like, a bit like me, you can't stress about how many times you're putting stuff out there into the world. So if I was to say anything, it would just be to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Just whatever you put out there, like, just make it fun,
Well, and for me too, the big thing was, because I finally am taking some other products that are helping with some other issues anyway. And, me too in the beginning, were like, who are these? Why are people doing this kind of crazy crap? And then I was like, wait a minute, these are people that I actually really like and admire and think are amazing. So if you're naturally, you know what I mean? Like, I can't think.
If you're naturally going to talk about it anyway, that was probably the biggest thing for me. Was I was so excited that I signed as a wellness advocate because my cousin had lent me some oils or just given me some samples, and I was just excited. It's like this thing of, well, wouldn't I become a wellness advocate if I'm this excited about sharing the oils? Why wouldn't I? Yeah,
which I think is why the whole unboxing your LRP order is so powerful.
Yes.
Aren't you excited? I always put it on my Instagram stories, and I don't know why I didn't put it, so now I'm going to put it on Facebook Live on my personal page, download it, then put it on YouTube and people search doTERRA stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. So I think just leveraging that kind of stuff is huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, I love that. And I never thought of it because I even like, because I do that Yoga One thing sometimes, or yoga, whatever it's called, Yoga Club or whatever. And they do the unboxing of just their freaking clothes. And then, and then they put them on and wear whatever. And you're like, why am I watching this? But you're intrigued for some reason. It's so
yeah.
And just do it in a way that's like don't have your phone shaky and don't have it like set up a tripod, have yourself in it. This is what I'm going to play with. Like, you don't have to show the box. You don't have to be like up on a fancy bed picking the stuff out of the box. That doesn't matter. I think it'll be better to actually just have like a table in front of you with the box and maybe start the live video, and show the box if you want to, or just show it to them, but have a tripod and then just have each product and pick it up and talk about it.
Yeah,
because that'll be better.
And if you think about it, I was looking in because I call it my doTERRA Bible. I have my doTERRA Bible, and because I know what I've ordered, I look up what I bought and like what I'm going to be using it for and why I'm so excited. So then you can actually use it to educate as well.
Exactly. Oh yeah. You want to educate on everything.
Love it.
This is what I got, and this is why I got it.
Yes, love it.
Okay.
I'm excited. Feel so high vibe after this call. When I couldn't get on, I was like, how am I going to complain that I'm having trouble?
So good. So I think this will be a good thing too as we build momentum. You know, the truth is our team is new. You know, I know that Jacqueline, you're just coming in right now. Elise has been in for a few months, but she's been focusing on a rebrand, the same as I was doing at the beginning. You know, I feel like in a lot of ways we're all in the same place, and we're just all going to build steam and use each other for that. So think of the power of if there's a few of us or all of us on your video when you're unboxing, like, oh my God, I love that oil. And people want to be around energy. People are going to join your doTERRA team because of your energy, period. It is not, you know, doTERRA is the icing on the cake and maybe like the shiny object that they're getting, but it's because of your magnetic pull. That's why they're going to talk to you about it. So having that energy and people want to be a part of something that people want to be a part of. Right. Yep. Right? That's it. So I think this will be cool. I just got this on this call. So this was not planned. Yay.
So good.
So good. So I will take the lead on it like a good leader should. And I will post on my personal page, but also in the group. I might even like send it to my bot, and I'll just try and get as many people on there as possible. Love it. It's like super fun thing. And we will just, let's just blow it up so that then everybody wants to get back on. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, love it. You start to understand the cool thing about doTERRA is that everything is a win-win. So, and I know this, I don't know why I thought to explain this, but I will. So it's like, if you're like, oh yeah, but Jaya getting a bunch of new customers, that doesn't really help me. But that's not true. See, because everything helps you. Everything, all of my success helps you because all of the customers I pull in, I have to put somewhere. So they are not all straight across my front line where they don't affect you because you're somewhere else. The people who I build volume under are people who are taking action, period. Right. That's it. And so I have not even really scratched the surface as to what, I mean, I haven't really even tried that hard. Like, I'm just, you know, now I'm like, I built this course, like this is fucking happening. And I have only brought in like 2 customers. 2? Yeah, I've only enrolled 2 customers. Is that insane? And I've enrolled like 30 advocates.
Which is so amazing.
That's so good. Yeah. It's so backwards and weird. But we need volume under our legs to get to where we all want to go. And so this is my contribution. I know that, you know, I'm just doing what I'm good at. So I'm going to do this and it will help all of you. My visibility and ability to talk about the oils and all of, you know, the getting out of my own way, all of it helps you because I don't want to. I want you to build your own legs. Right. But I technically could build you to elite. And then if other people come under you, then they could build to elite, then you can get to silver, then you can get, I mean, like take it all away, basically. So again, I'm not like advertising that because that's not what I want to do for people, but it is a side effect of having the resources and knowing how to work this online space. Right. You know what I mean? So love it. Just a little reason to show up.
Love it, love it.
I have a very elementary question to ask. And if you can hear me, it is, there's so much to, like, what would be your advice at the main things to pay attention to during a week or something? You know what I mean? Because there's website groups and doTERRA, like, so what was the most helpful, I guess, for you guys? Because there's just such a plethora.
So the most helpful for what?
Well, I mean, just because there's so much, you know, there's the Facebook groups and doTERRA stuff and education, like, you know what I mean? Weekly, like, what's your top 3 things you just always pay attention to besides obviously doing your own work? But you know what I mean? Like, it's your weekly meetings and stuff. So like, what's the most, like, if I do anything at all, do these 3 things kind of
what
thing.
To focus on. Yeah. So did you get a chance to check out the Team Action Center?
Yeah, I went through like the first 4 videos.
Perfect.
On there that you did. Yeah. Where it went through, you know, making the list and doing the scripts and all that kind of stuff.
How was that?
And then What was that?
How was that for you?
Oh, it was great. Yeah. But then I got to like, how do you sign up a client? And I was like, whoa, okay. I don't know. I didn't get through all of that yet because I'm like, well, I might refer to it closer to when actually that's happening versus just loading my brain with all this stuff. You know what I mean? So I got familiar with at least, okay, where do I need to go and be? But I didn't really like honestly go to the end of that one because I thought, do I need it right now? Or, you know, just where do I focus my time and the newness of it all?
Yep. So I suggest that you work mainly on really understanding the oils. So paying attention to the Modern Day Essential Oil Wellness group is the customer group. And that's where I just post like tips. Following my Instagram stories, I do better usually. Now I'm a little bit not feeling good, so I haven't been that great, but I usually post something every day about oils. I think following Essentially Obsessed on Instagram is really good because she educates on oils so much. So right now, your main focus is just learning about oils, using your oils when they come, and getting where you can talk about them. So maybe practice talking about them or just noticing how they're helping you, because those are the things that are going to be valuable to other people. So I think the other piece is educating yourself on the basis of like the base of the doTERRA business, understanding the compensation plan, understanding how you enroll people, all those things. I mean, it will help you, but if it overwhelms you, don't do it. Because I really didn't understand the compensation plan until like month 6. I'm not kidding.
Right. Yeah.
It takes a while.
Well, that's helpful though, because for me too, because like I'm one of those that's like I want to know everything now, and it's like okay, I have to pull back and just say nope, just like what's the next right step right now.
Don't overwhelm. Yeah. doTERRA has never one time been overwhelming for me.
Not good. Yeah. Yeah. No. And it seems good. And like, I already do that. Like at work, like we have diffusers everywhere and we have, you know, I'm that lady who's like, I have an oil for that.
Yeah.
So, you know, we smell like a apothecary in there, but, so that part I'm comfy with, and it's just getting more aware of, like you said, what is it for and how, you know, or how do you use it and what is it for?
Yeah.
Just building the library of that. So, okay. I just wanted to kind of make sure.
And then you can enroll people. I mean, I started enrolling people at month 2, but I hadn't done anything for those first 2 months. I just enrolled and didn't even pay attention to it. So the first month that I really started thinking about it, I put a Facebook post out and I was like, I have this opportunity. Want to be on my team? Want mentorship from me? And I enrolled 5 people. So nice. I think that, you know, it's a fine line between like feeling confident in what you're doing and launching and creating momentum, because when you launch your business, you have to go. You have to be ready to go and take the action to get the people in. And, you know, you do have a big support structure here already because you're just going to get them in and put them in the Facebook group, you know? You can give me their email address and I can drop them into the automation for the email that you got too, where, you know, and so I relied a lot on Kelly when I first started, who's my upline, because I didn't know anything and I was taking action and people were coming. So yeah, if you feel like there's somebody that you're like, oh, they're asking me about the oils and they want this, don't hold back. All they need to do is enroll. Everything is taken care of. You don't have to do anything really. You just enroll.
Okay, perfect.
That's why you might want to watch the enrolling video, because that will set you up to be able to talk about it and understand how do you enroll, what's the difference between the $35 one-time fee, how do you, you know, that kind of thing. Because there's no reason, you don't have to know any more than you already know to know that doTERRA is good.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, okay. And you'll just learn. You'll be drawn to the things to do. I would just say, don't overwhelm yourself. And there are a lot of resources like that email that I sent you in the welcome. Like you could just tick those things off and check them out when you have free time, you know?
Right. Yeah. Which I did. I was kind of just going through the whole shebang. So, okay, perfect. Okay. Good.
Cool. And then we do these calls once a week at 3:30 p.m. Pacific.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay. That works.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much. And
See you,
I'll
ladies.
see you in the group. I'll see you on my unboxing, hopefully.
Yay!
Beautiful. See you then. Thanks, Jaya.
Yeah,
Thank
bye.
you.